AI isn't just changing how businesses operate, it's creating one of the biggest opportunities to make money online that we've ever seen in our life. In the next 5 years, the amount of millionaires that we see created with AI is going to be crazy. And the best part, you can start with literally little to nothing, $0. Here's the thing, I've made tens of millions of dollars in social media marketing, but when I started, it was a lot harder. I needed to hire designers, editors, people to actually fulfill on the services I was offering. But in today's day and age, AI can do all of it for us. So you want to make money with AI in 2026? Make sure you watch this video. I'm going to go over all the stuff you can do, how AI is changing the world, and literally how you can get rich by taking advantage of this opportunity. So in the past, when you were doing social media marketing, what you would have to do is you would have to find businesses to help. You probably have to do your own research manually, and then you would have to offer them a service, social media service, right? There's a bunch of different ones that I can name here: copywriting, email marketing, video editing, paid ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, you name it, content creation. These are all examples of social media services that you can offer a business. In the past, what made this a little bit more difficult is not only would you have to find the businesses manually on your own and do research on your own, you would also have to get really good at these skills to then provide it for the business. So for example, if you were to find a business somewhere, there's hundreds of businesses behind me, right? Let's say you were to go to one of these restaurants behind me and you were to offer them social media services. They would say yes, and they would pay you $2,000 a month. This is great, but now here's the issue. Let's say you offer that email marketing. You have to write all these emails on your own. You didn't have any sort of AI or tool that would be able to help you to do it. So AI is removing a lot of these barriers, and it's making it easier for everyday regular people to start making money, because you don't have to become an expert. You don't have to become a genius writer in order to do copywriter and email marketing for a business now, because you have the help with AI. I want to actually do all this right in front of you guys, but I want to kind of explain why this is so groundbreaking, why I'm so excited about this. Another great example, let's say you were looking for a business. Now you could use AI to find these businesses. In the past, you have to search on your own. You just have to Google it, do research, try to find the owner, stalk them for a little bit. Every business you did research on, it would take you hours of your time. Now with the click of a button, it's all the access of fingertips. So we live in a day and age where like this is easier than ever to do, and AI has removed all of the barriers. Let me actually show you. I'm gonna share my screen right now so you can see it. We're gonna go and we're gonna do this live in front of you so you can see what I mean. So the first tool I want to go over is this tool right here, SMM Deal Finder, and this is what we're gonna use to find the clients, right? For providing a social media service to these businesses, first we have to find the business. Again, with AI, there's tools like this. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and log in to my account here and check this out. This will actually help me find all the businesses. So for example, let's say I wanted to find restaurants in Miami. I'm gonna put restaurant Miami. I'm gonna click find these and check this out. This actually gonna find me all of the local restaurants in Miami. AI is gonna do all the research for these businesses. So like I said, in the past, where you would have to go and find out what the business needs, the owner's number, their email, how to contact them, you would have to get all the social medias. This has all that for me right there. Click a button just like that. So as you can see, look at this. I see all of these different restaurants in my app. I get to see their social medias, have to contact them. It also tell me if they're running ads. So for example, let's say I want to offer a business Facebook ads, right? Look, a lot of these businesses are already doing it, but there are still a lot that aren't doing it. So as you can see, look, none of these businesses are doing it. If I want more, I can just hit next, and bam, it's gonna give me even more businesses that aren't doing Facebook ads. Some are doing Google ads. So this is a perfect example right here, right? I actually have eaten that place before. It's an Italian restaurant. They're not doing any Facebook ads. If that's the service I wanted to offer them, I could absolutely do that. Shows you how many reviews they have, but what's really cool, it'll also tell you their estimated budget. Again, AI has made it very simple. So look, this business, they could spend $3,000 on social media marketing. That means you know they can afford $3,000 for your services, right? And because it makes it easier than ever, look, all we gotta do is click add to add this to our list, right? We could even just add all of these. So there's a couple other businesses in here. We could add all of them. None of them are doing Facebook ads, right? And not only can we add them to our list, we can also use AI to contact them. So we can go ahead and put our text in here where we want to email these businesses. We go to our list. It's going to have all of these restaurants that we added. And with a click of a button, I'm actually able to contact all of these businesses using AI. Meaning what's going to happen now is AI is going to go, it's going to contact all these businesses for me on my behalf. It's going to make it sound like a real person, which we'd never been able to do before. And it's going to help me land these clients. So that's the first part, just finding the clients. Now I know what you're wondering. Well, Renee, how do we actually help these clients, right? How do we make the ads with them? How do we do the email marketing? Which leads me to the second AI tool I'll show you, which is ChatGPT. Good old ChatGPT. So I'm here in ChatGPT. One thing you guys probably didn't know, right? ChatGPT can create images now. So a lot of these restaurants, let's just grab one from our search here, if we still have it, or we can grab one from our list. Texas de Brazil, Miami Dolphin Mall. So look, check this out. I want to create as a steakhouse and add a graphic to use as an ad for a restaurant. And we can be more specific. With AI, again, the new skill isn't actually creating the stuff. It's learning how to use AI. This is why we're doing this video, because this is going to make you very rich into the future. You always say, aren't you afraid AI is going to replace you? No, because if you learn how to use it, you're going to be the ones that are getting paid. You're the new engineer and you're the new doctor. They always talk about how in the past you would need like construction workers and stuff, right? People that were actually there, like in the trenches. These are the new trenches. It's the digital trenches, the AI trenches, because you're no longer going to need graphic designers. You're going to need people that know how to tell AI how to do graphic design. So that's what I'm doing here. I want to create a graphic to use for an ad for a steakhouse in Miami called Texas in Brazil. And then you can even ask for different variations, right? So I can go in here and say, give me 2 variations, one with a nice juicy steak and another one with a hot girl and holding a nice juicy steak. And check this out. I went to ChatGPT, I put this in there, and it's going to go ahead and create the ads. So in the past, what I would have to do if I wanted to do this, I would have to go and not only do all the research for the business on my own, land them on my own, email them myself, talk to them myself. Now AI did all that. But where it gets crazier is the actual work. Instead of hiring a graphic designer, instead of hiring a copywriter, instead of hiring all these people, literally all I would have to do is go on a tool like ChatGPT, right? Simple AI tool, and ask it to go and create the ad for me. So what's happening right now is actually making the ad. What's really cool is I can literally close my laptop and go hang out, do whatever I want to do. But as it's creating this, you're going to see, it's going to give me 2 variations. So before you would have to pay a designer to make you an ad. Now you can just make 20 versions of an ad using AI. Literally, I can ask it for another one. It's going to give me another one. I can literally make a bunch of different variations of this ad. And I do it with a click of a button. Not only that, I can actually go in here also. Look, it's finishing up. I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to make it pop up on the screen as well. Now, look at this. Texas to Brazil, Miami. And they cut it off a little bit, so we got to reprompt it, right? We're not going to do that right now, but we could say, put a hot girl in the ad, right? Now it's going to put a girl in the ad. And these are all complete AI people, so you don't need to hire actors. You need to hire like models for your products. Literally, you can use AI to then create an ad for your product with virtual AI models. Guy, girl, black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. That's why this is so powerful. You guys starting to see why this is insane? And once you do that, once you create the ad, we can just go in here and say, now make me some ad copy for a Facebook app that we're going to use this work. Because it's doing that floating up, we're not going to be able to do it, but we're going to ask it to make some ad copy next. When it creates some ad copy for us, that's it. You take the ad copy, plug it into Facebook. If you guys don't know how to actually set up like Facebook ads and pay that and stuff, that hasn't been completely replaced by AI yet. There are some elements, but I do have a free class, so you can click the link in the description of this video. I show you completely for free how to actually set up these ads. It's really cool. I'll also tell you that you can get more mentorship with me and my team, but look at this. It's literally making the ad with the steak. It's funny because you can't see it, and it has a hot girl holding the steak now. It's so completely ridiculous, but this is the world you live in. So graphic designers gone, virtual assistants gone, right? Copywriters gone, videographers, photographers, those are going away too. So at this point, the people that are going to get rich are the ones that know how to use AI, use these AI tools. If you do all this stuff, 2026 is going to be a really good year for you, and all the way up until 2030. So literally, we made the ad. Now I'm going to ask it to make some copy. It's going to dig a little bit. It's going to create copy, and just like that, you found the client, you landed the client, and then we also provided the service that we got paid for. That's an easy $2,000-$3,000. I think the budget for that restaurant, Biggie Chat, actually, I think it was $3,000 budget was Texas de Brazil right here. We just made $2,500 just like that. I did it right in front of you. And look at all these. It gives us all of these copy variations that we can plug into this app. So that's how simple it gets with AI. So I want you to imagine what I just did right in front of you in the span of 5-10 minutes. I made $2,500 win. Now imagine if you have 4, 5, 6, 7 different clients that you're doing this for. Can you see how that starts to add up? That becomes what? $20,000 a month. You can easily make $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month. As a solo entrepreneur, you don't need a bunch of employees nowadays, right? My agency, we bring in about $250,000 a month. I have 20 people that work here every single day. If I were to start it now where AI is around, I'll probably have 3 employees here doing the same amount. So that's what makes this such a powerful tool. You by yourself can start making a bunch of money. Again, each client is worth $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. AI is doing all the work, but not all of it, but it's making it easier for you. You can manage this on your own. I want you to realize something. The reason that this works right now, the reason that this is such a good opportunity is because people are still acting like AI doesn't exist. Agency owners like myself, I'm guilty of this. We're still operating like an old school business. And those old school businesses, they tend to get left behind. The businesses that adapt and start using AI, those are the ones that get get hit. That's why you see every single business talking about it. The hype is not fake. The hype is real for a reason, because the amount of money and wealth that's going to be created in the next year, if you jump on this, is going to be incredible. So make sure you use these AI tools, because again, for these networks, businesses are operating like it's the 90s still. They're way behind when they have this tool that will make that into superhumans, right? AI doesn't sleep. AI doesn't need breaks. AI works while you speak. This is a 24/7 employee working for you nonstop, and it costs you very little to use. So here's what I want you to do. You want to make money in the next 30 days? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and make a list of 100 different clients that you want. It could be local in your city. It could be remote. Again, it doesn't matter. You can do this from anywhere. From there, use AI to contact all of them on their behalf. If you do that, 5 to 10 of these are going to respond to you positively, and they're going to want to work with you. All right. You can sell them a service, whether it's paid ads, copywriting, email marketing. It doesn't matter. Graphic design even, right? You sell them a service. Once they pay you, guess what? You're going to use AI to fulfill that service. And just like that, you're making your first $10,000 a month in the next 30 days. And from my experience, when I started this, 60 days, I quit my job after I started social media marketing. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'll tell you this, it's going to be worth. Right now, there's a huge gap in knowledge. This is where we're going to make our money. This gap is what I want to focus on, because business owners, they're operating like AI isn't a thing. Whereas AI, people that use AI are going to get way ahead, right? This gap in knowledge, that's where we're going to make notes. Because if we could take advantage of that faster than everyone else, faster than our competition, faster than old school businesses, guess what? We're going to get rich. That's what I'm doing with my business right now. We're making a lot of different changes. So we're going to make money. We're going to take advantage of that gap, right? Because that gap's not going to be there for very long, but it's going to be an opportunity for us to get rich. And I know it's because I've watched thousands of my very own students' lives change right before their eyes. They went from working as servers at restaurants or driving DoorDash to now making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month just because they're using these systems. They're using this technology. They're operating in that gap. If you're serious about making money or closing your first deal the next 30 days, again, I have a free training that goes more in depth on this. It's going to be just like this, but I'm going to actually show you all the stuff you could do. I'll give you the entire blueprint. It's free to watch. You're going to love it. I don't gatekeep anything. So I'll put a link to that in the description, but operate in that gap. Take advantage of these tools because this is a huge opportunity. Next time, we're getting rich. Take care, guys.